Y'all, rejoice. Rejoice. Did y'all read the caption? So I have power. But I like the candlelight because I still have to do yoga. But, I hope y'all come back from those of y'all that were with me earlier today. Because when I say, so a recap, earlier today, no, extra recap, for 3 days, I have not had electricity. While I was in the United States of America for 3 months, supposed to be 6 weeks, I'm using my fingers, supposed to be 6 weeks, the electricity was turned off. It was paid up in full a week before I arrived back in Mexico 3 days ago. For 3 days, they've been saying they were going to come. 3 days, I was in the dock. In the belly of the whale, with no food and only water. It was hot. I'm sure it was quite humid and hot in the belly of the whale. So I really feel like I just lived a sermon because I was like, so let me tell you what happened. So, yes, I didn't have electricity. And everything was supposed to start, like I was supposed to be back on Manifest and Chill, back on my workouts, back on my cleansing, back on my life, right? Back on my business, back on everything. But I come home and there's no electricity. So I'm like, well, I can't do it now because I don't really have a place to charge my phone. Like, I'm just having all these issues, right? Today, I'm like, no, you have to just do it. And just do Manifest and Chill. You have like 20% left. Who cares? You can't do anything about not having electricity in this crazy heat anyway. So, surrender! Ooh, what a great time to surrender! So I did, right? So I came on Manifest and Chill. Y'all joined me. Thank you. Thank y'all for joining me. And we did a couple card pulls, right? Because my question was, what is the energy I refuse to see? Because a lot of times we asking questions and, you know, we're doing our work, but there are still things that we hide from ourselves because we're not ready to take a look at it. Things that we're like, you know what? I'm going to work on my selfishness, but my anger, we're going to ignore the anger. Or, you know, I'm going to do all this love and light and I'm going to ignore the shadows. I'm going to ignore my trauma because I'm just going to keep high vibration without ever looking at anything that may be triggering me or that I may be refusing to see. So occasionally I will trick myself into giving permission to the higher realms, to my highest self, to God, and any and all beings that are here for my forward movement, my ancestors, to be like, hey, show me what I won't even take a look at. Show me what I refuse to see. So that was the card reading we did today, right? And we pulled out listen, and it was like, be quiet, less talking, more listening, listen, Amora, listen. Because what did I do? I hopped onto Manifest and Chill and started talking before I did what I knew I needed to do, right? Like meditate my life, yoga my life. So then what was the second card that popped out? Yoga. And like I said, I was saying, oh, I'm going to get like balanced with yoga and regular with yoga so I can be flexible in my physical body and in my life. And I can restore balance in my physical body and in my life, right? All this stuff. And I get here and a little electricity or not having a little bit of electricity throws me all the way off, right? And I'm just not. I'm just in the heat. Just living a hot mess, right? So when I got them cards, I still had resistance. I got off the phone. I got off of this with y'all. And then, what did I do? Lollygagged around. Who knows? Oh, the gas people came. I filled up new gas. So then I was like, okay, Amora, it's getting dark. Oh, it got dark. So this is what I want to see, all my candles and stuff. I got all my candles. I've got candles in the back. And then I was like, I need to sage. Oh, I put my yoga mat out. Because remember, second card was yoga. I put my yoga mat out. Set it all up. lit my candles so I could have yoga, and I saged my place because even before yoga, I know yoga is about energy movement. And so I was like, and then it dawned on me. So when I first got here, there were like roaches in the bathroom and there's roaches outside, and I've never had roaches living here. So I asked the landlady, and I was like, there's roaches, like I don't know, because there's no food around. I'm used to knowing, like in Florida and Texas, you have roaches if you leave food out. And I was like, well, I wasn't here for 3 months, so like, what's up? And she was like, yeah, you weren't here for 3 months. So they were just like, ooh, what a great place to be. And then so as I'm starting to sage my place, I'm like, of course. First of all, when I left here 3 months ago, I was on a different frequency, on a different vibration. Then, while I was gone for 3 months, it's like free reign for whatever energy to cause havoc that is not in alignment with who I am, the light I bring. And so, as I'm saging, right? I'm saging my place. I have a big thing of sage, and I'm just going through, and I have an incantation that I made up that I use. And you guys have probably heard it on Manifest and Chill, because it's like it sets the space. It calls in, high vibrational beings, sets up protectional borders, opens up the energetic realms. It's a prayer. And I'm saying that just as I'm walking through, and man, what was I just about to say? Oh, and then it comes to me, of course, about the roaches. Like, okay, so energy could have just settled in. They just became, and the roaches were dead. Like, they were dead and just sitting in the corner. But like, it's like, oh, okay, I'm in a different vibration. The house is in a different vibration. Who knows what energy kind of just seeped all up in here. I'm in my little bubble, so I feel good. I'm not tripping, but I also see how the house kept pushing me out. I was like, I want to get out. It's so hot. So then I'm thinking, while I'm clearing, and I'm like, what is this darkness? What is the opposite of the darkness? Because I don't want to keep thinking, I don't want to be in the dark. And I'm like, it doesn't work because then I'm thinking in Puerto Rico, everybody's they were praying for them. They were praying for their own lights. But that doesn't mean that miraculous things happen all the time. So I'm like, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I even make this a lesson if it's not one already? And I'm like, okay, the opposite of darkness is the light, right? Like when the darkness as in when I cannot see, when I want to come out of the darkness. And so I changed my incantation or my speaking to just, I bring the light wherever I go. Because I started with, I am never in the dark, this is just creating your own affirmations. It's like, I'm never in the darkness, I bring the light. But it was like, if I use the word never, then that's a negative. I'm literally not on no negativity. Not on no. Okay, so I think that was a double negative, which actually cancels it out. So we still in the positive right over here. So I changed it, and I was just clearing and doing all my energy work and stuff for my own space and for my physical body. And it was, I carry the light wherever I go. I carry the light wherever I go. I carry the light wherever I go. Soon as I finished with my yoga mat out, cleared my entire home all the way to the back, then went through with some sound that filled the space with good vibrations and high frequencies, as well as some Palo Santo to, again, bring a sweet-smelling fragrance. Why did this truck pull up? And I have lights now. So then I was like, oh my gosh. And I really felt like, ooh, I felt like old Baptist church, right? Because it was like, yes! Can I get an amen? 3 days in the belly of the whale. 3 days in the belly of the big fish, like Jonah. But I didn't go the wrong way. I was still going forward. Girl, y'all, I done lived a testimony. It's like a mixture between a Christian testimony and a pagan testimony. Because my testimony is that herbs, intention, all these candles I lit, and the power of energy that I believe in and I live off of, cleared everything out and made it balanced again. I live this stuff, guys. I literally live it every moment. It's total magic. But it takes discipline to funnel the power, because we have all these stuff. Everybody is vying for our attention, everything. And then we have all of these notions in our mind that are like, oh my gosh, I have to get this done. Because I'm thinking, man, I need to be on the phones. I need to be, my phone's going to die, so I can't do that. Man, I need my Wi-Fi. I need this, I need that. And it's like, chill out, little mama, chill out. You recovered. Chill out. So I have lights now. So me and Tupac are going to do some yoga. Can y'all see Tupac over there? Ew, hey, Pac. That's my chakra Tupac. And my yoga mat. My Florida water. My selenite wand. More Florida water. Some copal water. This is just regular people's water. And then my magic water. Oh. So yeah, I was about, you know what, I might just put on some church music and just really just, yes! Because some, hold on, this is why I never joined the choir. Oh. I have to always check my stuff because I be starting fires sometimes. But it's okay. So yes. Yes. Yes, I have power again. Alright, so I'm going to do yoga, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go. But I wanted to give y'all that testimony. I'm telling you. Herbs. Okay, so also sage also kills airborne bacteria. Staphylococcus being one of those bacterias. Out in Mexico, out here, at the medical doctor's offices and at hospitals, they now use, what are those things? Diffusers, oil diffusers, and like medical grade essential oils. So yeah, I literally, the moment I was done and I was like, okay, I cleared everything out, good energy is in, let me go wash. I was going to go take a shower. The truck comes up. Actually, I was looking for my keys to lock the door because I was like, I don't want to shut it. Oh, I can turn the fan on. See, I'm used to the heat. Turn the fan on. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, I'm so excited. All right, everybody. Well, let's do the oath of manifestation. Mine as well. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected offers, unexpected love, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the lives of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. It's my acceptance that makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely, I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have, and I am grateful for all that I am ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness. No matter what the appearances are, God is all there is, and I let the God times roll. And so it is, Ache and Amen. Highest will for all be done. Again and again and again and again. We're going to have to work this light out. I think the trick is to make the light higher in my face. I don't know. Alright, so I am going to go take a nice shower first, then yoga, then shower again. But I'm excited to have my electricity back after I cleared my space. Yeah, I love it when stuff like that happens and it's like so obvious and all up in my face. As I was forced to fast. That's so funny. My life is guided. I love it. My life is guided. And I wish everyone that type of flow. It's there for you. Even if you don't feel it, it's there for you. You just have to get out of your own way and like this, just surrender. And you have to surrender without resistance. Because if you surrender with an attitude and a resistance, it doesn't matter. Then you're surrendering and still not getting out of the situation. But if you're just like, I roll over and I just... That's literally how I feel. I was just like, fuck it. The heat shall take my mind if that is what my destiny is. For there are no mistakes. For all is divine and in divine timing. Oh, yes, let's pull more cards. Because now that energy has been shifted. So whatever you asked for in the earlier reading, because mine was what energy am I refusing to look at? And it was obviously the energy in my environment. I got an actual answer because it was literally the energy in my environment that I was ignoring. And the energy that needs to obviously be moved in my body and my space that will be moved through yoga. So now I know I have to actually do the yoga. I can't just be like, oh, I set the intention and now it's over. Like, no, now I have to follow through and do the yoga. But the intention really is what broke that energy through and allowed everything else to fall in place. I'm telling you, I just had to laugh. I was like, what? So yesterday... And I commented about this. Like I said, yesterday I was doing, because I was here and I was hot. So I started meditating and I started like releasing old issues, doing some, okay, a card just popped out. Retreat into nature, green man, plant ceremony for me. That's what that means. Ooh, and drink more water, Ochun. She's also the Orisha of... Oh, that's so beautiful. They're both green cards. The Orisha of fresh water. And my friend Tatiana invited me to the cenotes this weekend. I have not seen a cenote in more than 3 months. That's the longest I've ever gone since I met them. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. The 3 cards that popped out are all green cards. Heart chakra. That's actually, look, this was actually the last candle I lit, and I put it in this green thing because I needed to carry it. Because I needed to go to the bathroom, and I need to come from here, and my clothes are in here, but I only have 1 candle in the bathroom, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I wonder why I have the green one. And so this was the last candle I lit, and it was a heart chakra, fill the house with love, life, spirit, and truth, and help me on my way. And then now look, the 3 cards that I pulled / popped out, green. Heart chakra, heart chakra. And wealth, and prosperity, and health. And wealth, and prosperity, and health. And wealth and prosperity and health. Yes! So let's read them. There is the little book. I love these things. Okay, so the first one that popped out is Retreat into Nature with Green Man. Retreat. And you know, I host retreats, a more energy retreat. Ooh, I just posted that the next 3 people who register in full get $100 off of their retreat. So, the next 3 people, let me know if that is you. Retreat into Nature You've been indoors too long and you need a refreshing break from stressful conditions. No matter how busy you are, there's always time to pause for fresh air. This card comes to you today with a strong message for you to spend alone time outdoors. The healing effects of nature will revive your energy and your outlook. And you'll return to home or work with new ideas and a fresh perspective. Think of your nature retreat as an investment that will yield huge dividends. So, a little bit about the retreat in June. We are going to Tulum, so check your flights to Cancun. Fly in on the 28th, June 28th, flying back out on Sunday, that is Thursday, flying back out Sunday, July 1st. We will be in Tulum. This place is absolutely amazing. The waters are turquoise, the sand is white, the cenotes are phenomenal. Man, the sun just beams on you. We will be going to the pyramids. We will be having workshops. We will be doing a bunch of magical just relaxation, but it's the self-love and heart healing retreat. So how perfectly in alignment with all of our green cards, with all of our, and then you can get your green card, the Mexican. See, it all just works. It all just intertwined. I can find all of the all of the connections. What else are we doing for the retreat? Yeah, good food, good people, a good time to connect with like minds. And what I can say about all of the retreats I've had thus far is that connections are made with each other that have nothing to do with me, which I really love and I really connect with and I appreciate, because it's a building of community that happens in the spiritual realm before it happens on this physical planet. Because the types of connections that people are able to make, the coincidences and those types of things, the fact that so many people say their spirit was like, yeah, I just have to do this. It's time. Now, I have to do it. These things let me know that this is in divine timing. So if you are led, if you are being pulled, if this is speaking to you, don't question it. Just surrender. Like I said, you will not get your power back until you listen. See? I listened and I got my power back. So if this is a message to you, if you know you've been pushed to be like, yo, I need to take a retreat, it's time for me to get my spirituality in alignment, we will be doing yoga, we will be doing all things to bring alignment and balance back to the self. So if that is you, listen. Your desires, okay, additional meanings for this card. Your desires or decision to take a vacation are valid. You have a life purpose involving in my environmentalism or nature. Work with pure, it could mean work with pure flower essences, crystals, plant spirit medicine, or other natural healing methods. Commune with animals, trees, fairies, and other spirits of nature. And then Green Man. So this is Green Man. Green Man and carvings and paintings of Green Man's face peering through leaves adorn ancient churches throughout Western Europe and in India. He's long regarded as the face of nature and a fertility deity who helps crops grow. You can call upon Green Man for help in your own garden with your own garden, or to help you increase your connection to the spirit of nature. Yes! To reconnect to the spirit of nature. Yes, okay. So again, first green card that came out. Then, second green card that came out, drink more water, Ochun. Well, this one says Oshun. This is of the Yoruba tradition. My bloodline ancestry, they worshipped Ochun, which was, or maybe not worshipped, but gave reverence to Ochun because that is the island version of the Orisha interpretations. I don't know if I said those sentences. I mean, they make sense in my head, but Ochun, mira. This card comes to you as a sign that your body is thirsty for pure water. And what have I been locked up in here with? Nothing but water. pure alkaline water, living water. Symptoms such as fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritation, and excessive hunger can actually be dehydration in disguise. Water helps you flush harsh energies and toxins that your sensitive body might otherwise absorb. Bless your water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy. Good reminder, good reminder, good reminder. Bless your water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy. Additional meanings for that card. Spend time near the ocean, lake, or river, or I'm sure cenote. Rainfall is significant. Oh my gosh, I told you guys I was dancing in the rain earlier today. Rainfall is significant. Buy a water purifier. I actually did when I was in Houston. Avoid drinking chemical-laden liquids such as sodas, coffee, or alcohol. Additional meaning, again, sweat, either through exercise, a steam bath, or a sweat lodge, or a hot concrete house in Mexico that didn't have electricity but had lots of sunlight during the day. See how these cards read you? Oshun is the African goddess of rivers and waters. She helps women appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty and sensuality. Both men and women can call upon Oshun for help with their romantic life, increased attractiveness, and self-esteem, and any situation involving water or the flow of abundance. Yes, yes. Like I said, this green is about health, wealth, happiness, prosperity, joy, heart chakra. Lastly, the last third card is Moses. Take charge of the situation. You hear me? You can't just stand there. You've got to do something. You got to do something, you hear? Well, let's read what it has to say. This is probably my favorite accent ever, whenever it pops out. If it's right, it's right. Take charge of this situation. I feel like when you talk like this, it means you're taking charge. You're going to war. You're ready. Y'all still listening to me in this nonsense? Do you know that me and my line sister did an entire movie, and Faith, my old roommate, did an entire 1940s movie. And we talked like this the entire time. It was a really good storyline. We made it up as we went. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Maybe I'll post it one day. Let me get back. Girl, get your life so you can do yoga. It doesn't have to. I thought I was going to have to do hot yoga. You have the power to heal and alter the course of this situation. It's time for you to take charge and assume a leadership position. First, decide what you want. Be clear about the conditions that are acceptable or unacceptable to you. The universe responds when you are clear about your aims and your intentions. The Ascended Masters will support your leadership role. Additional meanings for this card. Talk openly and honestly about your feelings. Make a decision instead of passively waiting. Give yourself permission to do what you feel is right. Don't wait. Take action now. Be your own authority figure. Why are we always looking for someone else to do some shit when we can do it ourselves? Okay? Y'all know Moses. I mean, maybe not everybody. The prophet Moses displayed courage and leadership throughout his lifetime. His clear decrees about his intentions led to miracles such as the parting of the Red Sea, bringing forth water from a boulder, and manifesting manna from heaven. Moses is a powerful, beloved, and inspiring leader who can lend you courage in this situation and also in your life's purpose. All right, so these three cards, we are being called to action First is to spend alone time in nature. Alone time. So this is the preparation period. This is the period where you're kind of just, the detox period where you pull away, the isolation in the traditional tarot being the hermit, allowing yourself to pull away, not being rude but being able to say, hey, I'm out for a little bit. I need to retreat. Doing that in nature helps us to recalibrate our physical bodies, our energy bodies, our ethereal bodies, because nature is like the great calibrator. It is the end-all be-all when it comes to energy. And so if we get time in nature, don't have our cell phones on our bodies, we don't sleep with it next to our head, but literally being surrounded by the electricity of nature, it helps us to recalibrate. It helps us to release what we don't need. It helps us to draw in the frequencies that we do need to bring balance to our lives. It's important, guys. It's very important. Again, the next one being drinking more water. So these two being together, the nature and the water, when I'm totally the fasting, also because I was just forced into a 2-day fast. But drinking more water, as the planet heats up, it is heating up, whether they want to call it global warming, whether it's us returning to the sun, however you want to look at it, the planet's getting hotter. And therefore, we are going to evaporate more water. Just makes sense. It's science. So we need to drink more water. Quality water is very important. Bottled water is not quality water. I don't care what, isthishealthforyou.com, whatever tells you. If it is bottled water, if it is not living, structured water, it's not alive. And so you want to learn practices. You can swirl your water. You can with a spoon, with your finger. If you know Reiki or any of those chi energy, source energy healing methods of channeling energy, learning to do that with a clear path, you can do that. You can just put I love you on the water and sit it on that piece of paper for 5 minutes. You can tell your water I love you. I love you, water. Feed me, fill me. Bless it. Pray on it like you... Good bread, good meat, good water, let's eat. Like, I don't know, however works for you, but bless your water. Because again, now, as Earth evolves, as we are in this space of physical human being evolution as well, there's so many new things opening to us. The human beings are becoming more conscious, but our water is able to receive a conscious intention even more so. So take advantage of that and use it to your benefit. Drinking more water. And then as you retreat into nature, get in alignment with who you are supposed to be and what your mission is and what you're supposed to be doing. Drinking good, powerful water to refill yourself after you pull things away. Refilling yourself, then you must go forth. I like action these days. You must go forth. Take charge of the situation. You have things you need to do. If you know you're supposed to be putting on a class, do it. If you know you're supposed to be traveling somewhere, do it. If you know you're supposed to be hosting a party of some sort where you gather people together for some good, positive, community affirming, vibrational something or another, do it. If you are being challenged to push yourself to the next step because you're always playing small, do it. Now's the time. Anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? Take charge, guys. Like old Moses here. So, quick fun facts about Moses. First of all, he had a black wife. Her name was Zipporah. And she was either Ethiopian, Eritrean, or like an indigenous Moor. But she was darker complected. She's definitely a black girl. That was the first fact, fun fact. Oh, second fun fact about Moses. He had a speech impediment of some sort. Some people think he had a lisp or a cleft, maybe like where he couldn't actually something. This is what scholars say, right? So that's why when it was like, and this is whether you believe he was a real person or not. I'm not even going to get into all that. But they say that he was like, well, why me, God? Send Aaron. So Aaron, the homie Aaron, was a high priest. He was already used to talking to people because he had church sermons and stuff like that popping off. He had his crystals. Y'all know that the high priest always had to wear 12 crystals in order to go into the Holy of the Holies because crystals are magic. So Moses was like, yo, really, God, inner self, higher self, whoever this voice is that's talking to me, I don't know if I should be out there like talking about let my people go and stuff like that. Like that's really presumptuous. They might make fun of my speech impediment. Send my brother. Like Aaron's cool. Like he has the cool beard. He wears the cool crystals. Like really, just send Aaron. I'll rah shish kumbah in the background. But I don't think it's me, God. And the story goes where it's like, no, it's you, boo. Take your little rock. Take your little stick and throw it in front of Pharaoh and it'll turn into a snake. Take your little stick, hit the rock, and give the little whiny Israelite people water. Raise your hands to the sky and food will manifest out of nowhere. Amora, do your yoga and clear your energy, and the power man will miraculously give you power after 3 days of begging and pleading. We can literally live miracles now. So, not only do I see this saying, take charge of this situation, I see this as a challenge to make miracles in your own life. Take your little stick, do what you need to do, finish the website you need to finish, lock your hair if that's what you said you want to do. Take that leap, whatever it is. Everybody's in a leapy phase. You feeling froggy? Jump, okay? Y'all, I'm just so happy to have some electricity. Maybe I'll watch The Electric Company or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I have lights and I'm back in action. I hear you about to put in that work. Yes. Work. Putting that work. Put in that work. I was supposed to be names that what? What does that mean? I love water. It tastes sweet. Hey, Radon. Thank you guys for all of you guys that sent me such sweet messages and was like, you got this, queen. It's all good. Sending you love. Like, I appreciate that because a sister was sweating. But that's what the card said to do. It was like, you need to sweat. Go to a sauna. And it's like, I know. I don't have a choice. Hey, Chrisanne. Hello. Holas. Alright, I think that's about it. Oh, and when you do all of this, your money gonna come through too. Like a lot of money. Fertility. So if you're trying to get pregnant, if you want to get pregnant, if you are trying to expand your business, if you are in a process of healing a physical dis-ease in your body, when you do this, you will find that the end result is a miracle. If you're sick, and you drink more water and retreat in a way, like it may be some drastic ways. But if you do this, retreat into nature, drink your water, you can miraculously heal yourself. These green cards are not by accident. Again, and Green Man is all about fertility. All about fertility. So is Ochun. O-M-M-F-N-G. See? Both of these folks are deities of fertility. So, if you are ready for some abundance, listen. But you have to do this part too. You may have to speak in front of people. You may have to do videos like this. You may have to do stuff that you have been putting off and not wanting to do. But when I say on the other side of your obedience to what you know your soul and your innards are telling you to do, it's crazy, son. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all, this is what happens when I am extra connected. I feel crazy because I have like all of these things that keep popping in. Like, I have these ideas, and then I have these like epiphanies, and then I'll also have things that are like, I'm saying like a lot. I'll have epiphanies, but like memories and stuff all at the same time. Everything all happening at the same time in my head. Ooh, all right. Stitch tight in Serpentine. I love this deck. This is my Crystal Oracle deck. Stitch tight in Serpentine. What is this? And I've never owned this stone. I don't think I've ever seen this stone. If you see it, cop yourself one. When I say, if nothing else, my energy is consistent. The messages of this one: meditation, clearing your energy centers, detoxifying your thoughts. Fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. They are blocking your creativity, and as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. You can change the situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love. Imagine yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and through your heart. And imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light. Practice this each day, as it will help you transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. There is nothing to fear. You are eternally surrounded by love. See? We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Did it. Alright, guys. I think that's it. Good words to hear. Thank you. I see yes. Oh, I'm getting tired. I love y'all too. I still got yoga to do. You better not fall asleep. Wake up burned up in this house. I'm telling y'all, when you continue to just do a bunch of work, make big risks and big sacrifices, you truly start to clear. I mean, we know it is karma, or people call it karma, but we begin to clear the trauma and the toxins and the thoughts and the programs that have been keeping us in a state of sickness, in a state of poverty, in a state of loss, in a state of aloneness, in a state of abandonment issues, and all that. So however you want to see that stuff, because like some folks are like, I don't believe in karma. And when I say karma, I mean you reap what you sow. That there always needs to be a life of balance, and that if you are hurting people on one end, there is no escaping that. It may not happen in this life, but there is something on the other side of this. And if you don't have peace on the other side of this, then it follows you wherever you go until you take a look at it in whatever realm, whatever dimension. It follows you until you work it out. What did y'all say? I'm going to go run in the morning in the park. I need to get into nature. Yes. Yes. Yoga time. Yoga time. You guys are so welcome. I hope you enjoyed the card readings. I think I'm going to get something to... I'm going to have a shake. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a shake. I'm so excited. My electricity's back. Oh, I have to tell my landlady. I did it. I did it. Yes. Did it. All right. Besos. Besos, besos, besos. Oh, did I finish what I was saying about that karmic? Oh, that's what I was saying. I didn't finish. I was saying that, oh yeah, when you do that work and stuff, like that's my whole life. It's what I'm dedicated to. And I can see how fast, now that I like burn through karma, like you say, burning through karma, balancing things out, or creating sacrifices in larger areas to burn through karma faster, or really just rebalance the scales of life. Things happen like this. Or, I posted about it earlier, but yesterday when I was here meditating and all that stuff, like I said, I was doing some inner work and some clearing and some releasing and lots of forgiveness work. That's what it was. Forgiving. Even people that, like, I forgave my neighbor. Why are my eyes doing all that? I must not have, see, I did. I caught myself. Forgiveness, it's okay. My neighbor whose 3 dogs killed my cat, Morty. I forgave them. I wasn't even going to say what came after that because I had to stop the thought. Because I knew it wasn't a positive one. And I'm just about positivity. Y'all, it don't care. It don't matter who did you wrong sometimes. Sometimes it's better to just let them go and be in their misery and out your life than to be begging for an apology, or to be begging for them to right their wrongs, or be hurting so much that you just, if he could just tell me why you had to do it. Why you had to do it though. Like sometimes, or like liars. And I'm just totally was supposed to hang up. Or like liars. Sometimes folks want to pin a liar so bad. And it's like they lie. Why you want them to admit it? They just gonna lie to you. They lied in the first place. And now you want to confront them about lying when they just gonna lie to you again. Why do we do stupid shit? I just find that, to me, it's like, ugh. I know, whatever. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Alright, shower time and yoga time. Oh my gosh, I'm back in business. I need to get to bed at some point. Alright. Besos.